Prep Time is brought to you by Merchants Bank, the bank that's service-built, and by Winona National Bank, personalized banking. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Prep Time. I'm Justin Barrientos, and in just a moment we'll take a look back at the Winona Windhawk baseball season, one of the best in recent memory, and also explore the coaching and playing career of their head coach, Matt Smith. But first, back in May, Winona Area Public Schools held their special athletic competition track and field event here at St. Mary's University. The event was originally scheduled for Paul Geel Field, but the unpredictable spring weather forced the event indoors. That's okay. The event was still held because of St. Mary's University and also because of some great staff and volunteers who wanted to make a special day for some special athletes.
And it's really meant for kids who wouldn't otherwise probably participate in sports. So it gives them a little chance to shine and do their thing out here. It's been going on since 1975 with the Kiwanis. They started it with a teacher, and they've been a huge supporter all these years of the program.
Tom Reek, who's still a member and still helps out set up, and they used to run the whole thing back then. And then over the years, the school district has really stepped up and they've really taken control of it. And our involvement now is at the perimeter a little bit. I get to show up, I get to do 50 yard dashes and a couple relays, which is an absolute gas. And it's just a lot of fun for us to help the high schools do it, who are really the heroes in all this, are the teachers that do this every day with all the students. So I really admire them.
I got involved because my daughter was in the high school with the National Honor Society, and I had the day off of work and she was helping, so I came out and thought it's pretty fun. Plus I'm a teacher also, and I work with babies who have special needs. So a lot of the kids, especially from Winona, I've known since they were tiny babies. And it's just really fun to reconnect with those families here.
I'm a special ed teacher, so I've had students coming to this event for years and years. So it's been great to be able to be directly involved in making this event happen. It's so wonderful for the kids. I think they feel really proud that they have things that they can do very well, and they get to come out and be with their peers. A lot of the kids have their whole school class come and watch them, so it's just great that they have people to cheer them on and they feel really special.
It's about 190 kids. It's 21 schools, like 14 school districts. It's a lot to organize.
Well, as a committee, we've been meeting once to twice a month just to get everything in order. There's a lot of details that you don't really necessarily think about, which I was a little surprised being a first-time committee member of everything that needed to be done to make this happen. So just planning and taking care of, the busing and everything that needs to happen in order for this to occur.
It's been a lot of planning. We have a great boss, Judy Vold, who has given us the permission to use whatever time we need to work on this during school. Obviously after school, it takes a lot of hours.
There were plenty of Winona Senior High students on hand to help out with the events.
I got involved with it through two ways, National Honor Society and also Student Council. Both of them had the opportunity to sign up and help, so I took it.
I'm not in Student Council, but I'm also in National Honor Society, and that's how I got involved. We basically had them step up to the thing and then jump, and we'd kind of cheer them on and tell them what to do, I guess, and then record.
We're just kind of helping, we help set up and then we help cheer them on and record times or numbers or whatever, and for the softball throw we'll go get the balls and things like that.
I'm the starter, the official starter, and Ray, he's down at the other end. He's the official timer, and it's great. You'll see that the kids, it's probably one of the highlights of the year. I know it is for me.
Why do so many people keep coming back to help at the event year after year?
It's really encouraging to see these kids and how much they love it, and even just a little jumping as far as they can, they get super happy, and it really makes me appreciate how lucky I am, but how much joy that this entire thing brings to them.
It's just fun to see the kids be able to participate in this when they normally don't get to participate like this. So it's just fun to see their faces and see them have fun.
Yeah, and it's just fun to cheer them on and just be with them on this day and just
I think the biggest thing that I get out of it is watching the kids that come and help the kids, the high school kids, some of the parents, some of the siblings of them, helping the kids line up and helping them run the races, and knowing that it is good to be a member of a service organization and give back.
This is actually my first year, and I wish I would have come out earlier because it's really fun. They get so much joy out of the simplest things, so I guess to just like try and find the simple things and enjoy it, because I know they have like a great time no matter what they're doing. So.
One of the highlights for the participants was a visit from a Winona High student who has more school spirit than your average junior.
I've always been a part of the Special Olympics. It's just a great way. You know, it's great for all these kids to come together. I love seeing the smiling faces. You know, it just makes me feel happy. All the kids, when they see me, they smile, and it's just one thing that just makes me happy is I like to make other people happy. So that's what I do. Captain Hawk was able to lead the grand parade of athletes before the competition. A great honor, knowing that, you know, instead of Perky being here, it was me, and it was great. You know, I loved everyone, having all the schools coming in. I greeted them as they come down. I'm a cheerer, floater, go around, say hi, take pictures with the kids.
Although there is always plenty of help for this special day, there is always a place to help if anyone is interested in helping next year.
You know, if they want to get involved, I really think they should work with Pat Beckman in the school. She does a tremendous job of putting this together, and there's always resources that we need. You know, we buy t-shirts that we have, they get medals, and we have other costs to bringing it in, and it's really thankful that we have St. Mary's that allows us to come in here when it's raining as well.
Those on the Special Athletic Competition Committee hope that the event will be replicated in school districts across southeast Minnesota and beyond. Coming up here on Prep Time, we'll take a look back at the 2013 Winhawk baseball season that's coming up right after this.
Anybody can make your business a victim of fraud. In fact, if your business hasn't been affected by fraud yet, it's only a matter of time. Don't take that chance. Merchants Bank offers fraud detection and prevention solutions that can help protect your business accounts from check and electronic payment fraud. Don't wait until your luck runs out. Get help from Merchants Bank today.
Join me, Justin Barrientos, for Prep Time on HBC 25. We'll take a close look at area high school athletes, coaches, administrators, and even go back to explore past athletes and stories that built the history of your favorite prep teams. Stories you won't find anywhere else. You can catch Prep Time at the following times only on HBC 25.
My main concerns about banking online was I wasn't sure I had control over it like I did if I did banking actually in a bank. My kids told me that, you know, Mom, you can do this. It makes life a lot easier to be able to do it right at your home without having to even go to the bank. I can just do it wherever I am. I do not consider myself a techie person, but they make it very easy. I did not feel mobile banking was difficult to learn at all. Give it a try. You're going to like it.
A state-of-the-art fiber optic network. Sure, you've all heard that. But what does it mean? Well, if you're an HBC customer,
it's television in crystal clear high definition and whole home DVR, blazing fast internet speeds, perfect for gaming or movies, phone service with your choice of features, including unlimited long distance. And now, HBC has expanded service throughout much of southeast Minnesota. Call today and see what it's like to be on a state-of-the-art fiber optic network with a local company receiving national recognition for their service.
If you have a question or comment about this or any other Prep Time show, or you have a story idea that you think that we should cover, you can always email us at preptime@hbci.com. We'd love to hear your comments and your story ideas. The 2013 season was a very good one for the Winhawk baseball team, despite the weather. That meant postponements, indoor practices, and loss of home field advantage at times. In fact, it was the best season in 20 years as the Winhawks went 14-7 and won a share of the Big Nine Conference title for the first time since 1993.
Well, you know, we always have high expectations for our team and for our program. You know, we're real big into setting goals, and as far as, you know, one of the goals that we always want to do is first off to represent our school, to go out and play the game the right way, to be good students, to work hard in the classroom and on the field. You know, as far as again, to play every game hard, to come out to practice with purpose all of the time, and then more long-term goals, you know, obviously one of the goals that we have out there is always to win the conference and then to advance from there anyway. So, this was a good year. We met some of the goals. It's something that you always want to play one more game, and that didn't happen at the end. But it was a great year for us.
Our first expectation was not necessarily to win the conference championship. We just wanted to win as many games as we possibly could, and we came out with that fire. I mean, the weather impacted early on our ability to get out on the field, but we stuck with it and we worked hard, and so we eventually made that goal happen.
Being a smaller school and our facility is a little bit more limited, and in the spring we do share a lot of time with other sports as far as using the facility. So what that allowed us for was truthfully some pretty lousy gym times, and we're real fortunate to have the hitting tunnel down at the middle school now. And but our gym times down there most of the time are like 8 o'clock, and we go from 8 till 10, 10:30, 10:15 every night. And as the weather was poor and we just kept practicing inside, it was something that I really think helped. It binded us together as a squad. It's something nobody complained. We work hard. We worked hard when we were in there, and in an odd kind of way, I really believe it helped bring us together as a squad.
The late night workouts. We got guys tired, groggy, knowing that they got a couple hours of homework together, and yet they're still out there busting it, doing the sprints, putting in the work, hundreds of ground balls. And so you realize, you look over and you say, hey, look, this person is doing exactly what I'm doing. We're all in this together, as opposed to, guys kind of trickling out onto the field, going through a regular practice and then heading off. Here you have the whole team together for a long amount of time. And so you see that everyone else is doing just as much as you are, and it becomes less about individual contributions and more about just how the team is going to progress.
Conference championship, especially playing in the Big Nine, every win in the Big Nine is a huge win because every team is tough, and we had full contributions from everybody on the squad this year. Well, we were real fortunate. We were senior heavy this year, and with our seniors, we had just amazing kids this year. All 16, we filled a roster of 16 kids, and the neat thing was that they all contributed in their way. By the end of the year, we were starting 6 juniors. And the seniors, again, they did well, but the juniors stepped up, and that leaves us very excited about our program for the next couple of years too. With these juniors coming back, and the program is something that the year before last we finished 3rd in the Big Nine. This year we were co-champions. It takes time to develop a program, and our program is moving forward. It's something now that obviously being the conference champions, we have something to defend now going into next season.
One of the keys to the season was great pitching, including St. Cloud State recruit Brian Rohde.
Brian has been a huge part of this team actually for the past 4 years. He did pitch it for us back when he was a sophomore. He was at a lower level, but we took him to tournament, and he actually threw a tournament game as a sophomore, which that's a big deal. That's quite an accomplishment in itself. Then he did have some arm problems, and he didn't throw his junior year. So, he came in last year as a real question mark for us. We didn't know how his arm was going to react. And we eased into the season, and having the weather the way it was at game time to work on his arm strength. And once we knew his arm was sound at that point, he became our go-to guys. The reason why we won the conference this year is because of our pitching and our defense. Our combined overall ERA was 1.93. Between Rohde, Cruz, Thompson, and Jeff Schultz, all of them had ERAs under 2. And again, it's not saying that pitching, in order to have ERAs like that, it also takes good defense, and we had incredible defense, and that's attributed to the hard work that the kids put in.
100% investment from everyone, all in this season, and I mean, look what happened. So I think that's the way to play, and that's the way to be on a team. If you're half-hearted and you're in it for yourself in any team sport, it's not going to work. So this year was special, and I'm happy that I was a part of it. I'm blessed to have been a part of it.
While there were many top performers on this year's squad and some that will move on to play baseball in college, only one was selected for the top honor that can be given to a Winona High baseball player. That player was senior Emmett Hedin.
Emmett and I go back a long way. Emmett, I actually taught him in 8th grade, and Emmett did this year. He won the Jason Reisdorf Award. And we've got the retired number 20 over here, and Jason played baseball for Winona High back in the 90s, and then he was tragically killed in a car accident, and the family has made him a memorial in his honor, and it's something that we don't give just to give the award. There's been some years when we haven't even been able to find anybody within our program. Emmett won that award. The award is for the kids that really display the character, the quality. They do everything to the best of their ability.
For the past couple of years, hearing about the Reisdorf Award and Jason at the team banquets and his family being there, I've always thought he sounds like a heck of a guy. I would have loved to have known him. And I'm sure that he would have still been involved in the program or, supportive at this point if he was with us. But it, more so than being a captain or, some of the successes we've had on the field, it reflects, and I see his reflection in, some of the positive energy that we shared this year. And so to win this award is kind of, I kind of think of it as just carrying on that positive energy, and that the coaches would have seen that reflected in me is special, and I feel humbled because I think that if we can all strive to be from what I hear like Jason was, the world would be a better place. And so I see this award not necessarily as kind of an on the field award, but as an award that means that I make a difference, and everyone likes to make a difference. So I'm just happy to have the chance to make a difference.
In winning that award, and no offense to all of the other kids that have won that award, but and I told Emmett this the day when he received that award, I don't think anybody was more deserving throughout the entire program as Emmett Hedin winning that award. He was a co-captain of ours, senior leader, just brought such good motivation, always good energy, always, through hard times with the weather and all that, always stayed positive, worked hard, had a smile on his face.
Coach Smith feels that all the players on the Winona High team will make a difference in the future, and that was reflected in a team award given to the Winhawks this year.
Our team this year did win an all-section 1-3A academic award, too. It was a gold award, which is the top award given. There are only 10 awards given out this year, and we did get one of them. And, just to talk about the quality and character of the boys on the squad. And again, we expect this of them, but their GPA combined was just under 3.42, which is amazing, and I'm so proud of these kids. And all of our 9 seniors this year are all going to college. They've all committed to going to school next year, and that's why we're here. That's the idea, to watch them grow, and they're all going to be just spectacular young men, and they're going to do such good things in our community. So we're real proud.
Winona High placed 2 players, Brian Rohde and Hunter Cruz, on the Big 9 All-Conference team and All-Section team this year, and had Garrett Block, Jeff Schultz, and Drew Thompson placed on the All-Big 9 Honorable Mention squad. Coming up here on Prep Time, we will take a look at the playing and coaching career of Winona High's Matt Smith.
My main concerns about banking online was I wasn't sure I had control over it like I did if I did banking actually in a bank. My kids told me that, Mom, you can do this. It makes life a lot easier to be able to do it right at your home without having to even go to the bank. I can just do it wherever I am. I do not consider myself a techie person, but they make it very easy. I did not feel mobile banking was difficult to learn at all. Give it a try. You're going to like it.
Winona Homes was offered a deal from another company.
I switched to another company because they made some promises and I was going to get a better rate, so I switched.
But when she tried their deal, she ran into some issues.
The other company that I was with wasn't local. You couldn't even get somebody to come to your office.
At HPC, customer service is our #1 priority for your business. Let's just say Jenny is a lot happier now.
I have never had such fast customer service.
To see how HBC can help your business, call Melanie at 474-5802.
Anybody can make your business a victim of fraud. In fact, if your business hasn't been affected by fraud yet, it's only a matter of time. Don't take that chance. Merchants Bank offers fraud detection and prevention solutions that can help protect your business accounts from check and electronic payment fraud. Don't wait until your luck runs out. Get help from Merchants Bank today.
Be sure to check out US Golf TV, where you are going to see golf products that you have never seen before. You're also going to see golf tips from some of the leading instructors around the country that are truly changing the way people are teaching the game and challenging the status quo. Also, you're going to see fitness tips that are revolutionizing the way PGA Tour pros are training their body and swinging the golf club. If you want something different, if you're looking for some new information, US Golf TV has it. Be sure to check your local listings. US Golf TV, we've got you covered.
If you would like a DVD copy of Prep Time or any other production from HBC TV 25, you can give us a call at 474-5811 or email us preptime@hbci.com. Matt Smith is Winona baseball through and through. He played for the Winona Windhawks in high school. He played for the Lee Jets in the summer. In amateur baseball, he played for his father, Al Smith, with the Winona Chiefs, and then he went on to play college ball for St. Mary's University. In his post-school life, he's been a head coach at Cotter and now at Winona Senior High, and it's not surprising where his love for baseball came from.
Even way before T-ball, my dad and I, it's a special bond that we share going way back, and, throwing the wiffle balls around and just playing catch all the time. And then pickup games, and when when my dad would be working during the day, we'd play pickup games, and when he'd get done with work, he'd always show up on the field, and, and at that point, when kids would get together, he would just pitch. And we would just play games, and and he not only lit that fire of baseball in me, but he did the same in a lot of Winona kids.
It's like he was born with a ball in his hand, but he just, I could tell, again, he was one of these kids that was dedicated to it, dedicated to all the sports he played. He did play all three sports, but he did end up being more proficient in baseball, and he was a good student, and I figured that probably, in my mind, I suppose I pushed him more towards baseball because that's what he liked, and that's what I couldn't go out and play football with him very well, and we shot buckets, yeah, we did that too, and we did a lot of the things like that, but I was always there for him when he'd want to play catch, or want maybe hit him grounders, or just pitch batting practice to him too, and it wasn't just him. I pitched batting practice to probably 150 to 200 kids over my young career.
Playing through Winona High, he was president of the Booster Club back when I was going through here, and then when he took over the Chiefs, that was real special too. Dad was always there, and the cool thing is Dad is still always here. All of our games, he sits up there in the right field corner in his car, and he's always here. I just treasure the time and the memories with him, but yeah, it was definitely my dad. I had such good coaches as I moved through the programs too at the Park Rec League, and I played out here for Jerry Raditz, and through the Legion, I had coaches like Jack Rader and Mark Patterson, and then played for Max Moloch out at St. Mary's. So I was taught very well.
One of Matt's fondest memories came from his amateur baseball days. He was part of the Winona Chiefs team that won a state championship in 1981.
That was fun. Again, it was interesting because, the Chiefs back then, we really bonded. The 1981 team that when we did win the state tournament that year, there were only 13 guys on the team, but it's one of those things that is really so hard to explain because it was 13 families that were committed to the cause, and the cause was playing baseball, winning, going as far as we could. And the neat thing, because at that age, most of the kids were married, the guys on the team. We had, families being started, young families, and anytime we'd call a practice, 13 guys were there. Anytime we'd decide, hey, let's have a team picnic, 13 guys were there, and families were there, and it was just one of those things that you can't explain, because that entire season, especially down the stretch, and we had a great winning streak in there as we went through the state tournament anyway.
We had so many injuries early in the season that sometimes we were using second baseman to pitch, or the shortstop would pitch, or whatever, because we didn't have enough pitching. And we ended up at one time we were 9 wins and 15 losses. And all of a sudden, everybody started getting healthy, and we were so cohesive as one. The whole team played as one, and we ended up 30 and 15. So we won 21 straight games, going right through to the state tournament.
It was just a brotherhood. And it was one of those feelings where we knew if we were down by a run or two in the late innings, we weren't going to lose that game. And it was just that dependence that we had on one another. And it's truly a feeling that you may only get, many people may never have that opportunity in a lifetime. And it was just such a special thing. And then, you know, having my dad and my mom involved in there too just made it even more so. So it was a special thing. And then, you know, we came out the next year, did okay, you know, didn't repeat, and that feeling kind of went away. So, you know, I'll treasure those moments for the rest of my life.
Smith was All-State that season and hit a leadoff home run in a semifinal game against Columbia Heights to win the game 1-0 and send the Chiefs to the title game, which they won 3-0 over Minneapolis Laconius. That was one highlight of a career that would continue as a coach.
Well, he was very versatile because he would pitch, and he could play outfield. He played shortstop. He was in at third on occasion. Second base was his best position. But he was, I guess you could probably say he was Mr. Utility. And every one of them he did well, of course, and that's the dad talking, I suppose. But he did well, and very team-oriented, completely team-oriented. You give yourself up for the team. You know, it was just where I could see aspects of him coaching back in those days.
Smith would continue his baseball success as a coach. He always gives the credit back to his players, including his first coaching success at Cotter in 1984.
You know, that was a very special season too. You know, being second in the state. I don't get over to Cotter often, but when I do, it's always fun to see that banner hanging in the gym over there. When those kids went up to home plate and got the trophy, that meant more to me than any other awards that I had won, you know, as being a ball player anyway. That idea that, you know, I can transfer some things into kids, they can, you know, accept it, they can apply it to their lives, and they can be successful. So, yeah, I mean, but that's the way I view teaching, that's the way I view coaching too.
After taking some time to work at his father's furniture store, Matt took up coaching again with Winona Senior High.
This opportunity opened up, you know, a little over 7 years ago, and this was really unexpected. I really didn't expect that I'd be in this position, and I am thankful every day I walk out onto this beautiful ball field that I have the opportunity to do what I'm doing, because not everybody gets the opportunity to live, you know, their dreams, and right now I am doing exactly what I want to do, and I don't work at all. You know, I really don't. All I do is come out and hang out with kids all day long.
It's the teaching of the kids, the game, teaching the game, not only on the field but off the field, the things that going on, because life is a game.
So it's just been a love of baseball for a long, long time. You know, this job, it's like walking in the park. I love it. I wish I wasn't 55. I wish I was only 35 right now. But, you know, and there's an end in sight, but it's not for a while yet.
That's all the prep time that we have for you today. I'm Justin Barrientos. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.